Who is your BFF, your best friend forever? And I'm talking about another man. So it might be your wife, and that's great, but do you have another male relationship that you would say, this is the guy, this is my go-to guy. When I'm in crisis, when I've got something to celebrate, this is the guy that I would talk about, and then, why that guy? All right, this is just for you. I'm not going to ask you to share this, but I want you to see if you can think of someone specific and then identify why that guy. So I'm going to give you about 30 to 45 seconds of the awkward silence, like your first date, right, to think about that. And it'd be good if you would write something down. I can't make you do that, but that might be a good idea too. All right, I'll give you a little time to think about that. All right, now with that in mind, and I realize this is going to be something that those watching video may have to do with a group if they're watching it together. But I'm going to give you another 20 to 30 seconds to think about this first, because not everybody will be ready to give an answer right away. But this one I am going to have you share with someone next to you, behind you, in front of you. All right, see if you can come up with a phrase or a sentence to define what is a friend, or if you want to think about it differently, what makes a good friend? What are, if you want to make a bullet point list of characteristics? So 20 seconds to think about that, and then I'm going to give you 30 seconds to share with each other, and then this one I'm going to ask you to give a little bit of feedback to the group. All right, so define a friend or make a list of what makes a good friend. All right, so 20 more seconds of that awkward silence. I know you thought I was going to talk the whole time, right? Pretty soon. So whatever you came up with, share with the person next to you what makes a good friend, what is a friend, a list of good characteristics. I'll give you about 30 seconds to share with someone next to you. All right, accepts me when he knows and still loves me even though I have all these defects and character flaws. All right, now, next question is rhetorical, and it's going to lead us, we're going to come back to this at the end. What is a Christian friend? I'm going to assume that you don't all have only Christian friends. Although I was talking to a pastor friend in Milwaukee, and he said part of the reason his church told him that they were shrinking is because all their friends were already all Christians. So maybe it's time to make some new friends. But that's a different conversation about building relationships so that we can share Jesus with other people. But not all of your friends, right? It's not essential to be a Christian in order to be your friend, I would hope. But there is a difference. And that's really what we want to explore today. And what I want to challenge you with is that I'm not talking about a friend who also happens to be a Christian, but how does the fact that he is a Christian change and influence and improve that friendship? And are you being intentional about that?